this new way of learning we're going to be enduring this year, it all about, especially with those younger kids, it's going to be, even with the older kids too, it's all going to be about building those routines and establishing them the first day, so kids know what to expect when they walk in the classroom the next day or the next day. Like, they know, not because I'm worried about kids trading masks. Like, hey, one kid has a Spider-Man mask, another kid has a Superman mask. Hey, I like Spider-Man. You want to trade? Yeah, let's trade. Boom. There goes that. And so it's all about having those routines and effective ways where you can handle those types of situations and everything, so those kids can have a sense of stability. So it'll be normal to them, even though teachers are working behind the scenes to make it feel as normal as possible.
I don't know why we sitting up here acting like
not really happening.
Cheated. Yeah. But you all can protest and it's all good. And y'all about done harm half of the people in Capitol Hill, but let us do it. Boy, it's about to be a rage in Harlem down there. They gonna pepper spray us, they gonna throw smoke at us, they gonna just make it seem like we were just all violent. You know what I'm saying? Ridiculous. That's the world we live in. Listen, you can't get mad. The man won fair and square. Okay, I'm a history teacher, so this week, I'm gonna have my kids do research on this, because this right here, I'm not finna talk about nothing else this week. I'm not finna talk about Western Europe. I'm not finna talk about the Western cultural region of Western Europe. I'm not finna talk about none of that, because we're finna focus on what needs to be talked about. Europe can take care of themselves, because Europe right now is chilling, laughing at us like, oh, hey, boy, United States down there acting crazy. Listen, man, this man, I would say this. I don't judge people. I don't. He had his moments. He did okay. He did some things he shouldn't have did. You said you want to be president again. This man ran against you. This man beat you fair and square. But yell alone, that's not okay with you. So you gave us a little stimulus check. Okay. And then you're going to give an additional stimulus check. It is your time. It's your time to leave. Like, you've done some things that you got to be accounted for. And yell alone, this is the society and the world that we live in.
All I gotta say is respect each other's privacy. They're vulnerable to talk about their thoughts and what they got going on. That sometimes they may not feel comfortable telling their parents. Just saying. I feel like, don't be nosy unless you have to be nosy. I say that because if something like is to the extreme, it's something that's deeply affecting them, and it's gonna be an extreme worry. if your child is acting weird at the dinner table, and then the only thing that you can know how they acting weird is through that diary, there's one peeking out. That's what I'm saying.
And that's just my take on it. Like I always say, this and I know I say this a lot onto the show, that this pandemic has really changed, everybody's viewpoint of, and especially into our schools. I feel that, and I believe I discussed this probably on a couple of episodes back, maybe I can remember, but I said that if we don't fix what needs to be done into our schools, sadly, I'm just going to have to say this, sadly, what's the next school year going to look like across America? What's it going to look like? Because we're losing so many of our great educators. And even more is happening to our schools. I can't picture the next school year, you guys, of how that's going to look like. I can't. And I'm going to predict this, by the end of the school year, thousands and thousands of teachers are probably going to leave this school year at the end of this school year. So what's going to happen into the fall? I don't know, you guys. I don't have the answer. Maybe Andrew does. I don't know. But I don't know.
But I'm not surprised at all. Online learning is not an easy task, and this is something that is so new for a lot of students that, this is something that we've never experienced before. And on top of that, to be dealing with a virus that is, you know, very contagious and very deadly. You know, it's a lot of things that go into these feelings of anxiety and panicking, because, you know, this is something that we've never experienced before. And so, you know, just on top of all of this online learning, you know, trying to retain information, trying to, you know, gain as much knowledge as possible, and then this virus, you know, it's just a lot to take in. It's a lot to handle at one time. And so, you know, those numbers don't surprise me at all.
Learn from the mistakes that you did, and learn from the mistakes that you did and move on. Okay. It's kind of like cause and effect, basically. Kind of like, you know, keep pushing forward, keep moving, you know.
Yeah, like I said,
If you did something wrong, learn from it, learn from your mistake, and then move forward. Okay. You've already learned your lesson, you already did that. So keep pushing forward, move forward in the right direction.
Agree.
Kind of like with my story, almost. I learned from a lesson, and then here I am now.
I do agree with kids need more culturally relevant conversations and curriculum, because that brings us back up to the stereotyping. We need for our kids, for our next generations, to know that not all Black people eat fried chicken. Not all Black people, you know. I'm sorry. I just had to bring that up. Like, not all Black people cause harm to, you know, like, just because we're wearing a black hoodie and we're wearing our hoods on our heads, we're not going to cause harm. Just because we're wearing sweatpants, we're not going to go. And there needs to be our next generations and generations, even our generation now, everything. We need to learn where our background is from. We need to learn our background. We need to know, what happened back in 1958. You know, I don't know what happened back in 1958, but certain background, you know, and that's why yesterday we talked about AP bands being bad, because we need to learn our background. And it's very important for us to have that platform.
And I want to bring up, you know, there's a thing called the opportunity gap. If you talk to me, you're probably familiar with it. You know, I participated in this program in the summer where we had a day just discussing the opportunity gap and the gap in representation between Black students and white students, and Black teachers and white teachers. And it's so important to really try to close that gap, because what's so crazy is the opportunity gaps aren't created by teachers intentionally. They're created by the way teachers are prepared to teach. So that happens in the higher ups, like educator prep programs, like the programs I'm in now. And so I'm so glad that I learned about it. And so, you know, if I'm seeing something and something looks kind of fishy to my teacher, I'll go and be like, so how does this promote equality and equity in a classroom? You know, and diversity. You know, you have those chapters on diversity and socioeconomic status, but they really don't talk about it like that, like the way we talk about it. And so, and it's really, and we have to really charge our administrators and our deans and our, department heads and school boards to really change policies that promote the opportunity gap between white students and Black students.
So,
you know,
what?
Are you done eating your Thanksgiving plate, sir?
Okay.
Dressing, I'm with you.
Yeah.
My wife went to Publix and got that good chicken. Let me live. But I heard the whole thing. But I wasn't finna scream out the house, because I was finna do a backflip when he said that dressing, because I don't do dressing either.
No.
I'm with him as far with the cakes, but I do eat pies, especially when my mom make it. Something about that pie, it is okay. It is okay to disagree to agree.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, you got some like banana pudding.
Yes. Yes.
This is probably where we gonna disagree at. I don't eat my banana pudding off rip. I like my cookies soft. I don't eat the hard cookies. That's just me. I like soft cookies. Yeah, we can disagree to agree. I said it. I don't eat the hard.
With me, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter with me.
I disagree.
So you
doesn't matter.
You like your cookies hard.
Soft, hard. It doesn't matter.
I like that, that crunchy, that texture.
Okay, so basically what you telling me is, like, once the cookies get soft, you're not gonna eat it no more? Is that what you saying?
I mean, I still eat it. I'm not gonna let that go to waste. No.
I was gonna basically tell you, if you ever in your life, whenever we are together and there's a banana pudding and you don't want to eat the softness of it, it's okay. I take it off your hands, my brother.
I often watch myself as I nap in class that I try not to snore. Because kids in school be snoring like they're at their house.
Oh my gosh.
I'm glad I don't have that problem.
I don't snore. I don't really be snoring, but I just be like, what if it happens? And while I'm in class, people just turn around and look like, yo, he's snoring. You know what I mean?
You probably do snore right now.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I can
You
tell.
don't know me, Damien. You don't know how I sleep at night.
I can tell. I can tell you snore.
You tell that, Damien.
I just know.
Have you ever snored one time when you were asleep, and then you woke up and you just smelt you snoring and smelt that breath? And I said, "Oh Lord, this is sleeping time breath."
He just embarrassed himself because you're the only person in America.
No, I'm just kidding. I just trying to make a joke like that. One of my friends made a joke about him snoring and sleeping. He woke up and heard himself snoring. He's like, "Is that me?" So,
Got nothing.
what the fuck?
Okay,
Right.
Because I told y'all in past shows
I'm a
before
perfect little kid. I don't
that
do
I'm a
anything
good
to harm
child.
my parents.
I'm a good child.
But-
I got nothing. I got nothing on
Damien,
this.
Damien,
I got
Damien,
nothing. I got
play
nothing on
innocent.
this topic. I got nothing on this topic.
I was trying to play innocent. You're not innocent.
Sorry.
What's the secret that you kept from your parents? What's the secret?
I got no. There's no secrets. None.
What's the secret you kept from your sister?
No, because I don't tell her stuff.
What's the secret you kept from us?
There's no secrets I kept between y'all.
Oh, God.
There is no. I'm sorry. I got nothing for this topic.
Damien, that's my question, man. Answer my question. Have you ever kissed a girl?
No.
Oh, my God. Here we go lying. Are we lying?
No, seriously, no. I never. No.
So I created Imagine This back in 2017. As a sophomore, I went to a school called Hardin here in Charlotte. And as a sophomore, I would notice my peers, and I noticed the lack of integrity that some of my peers had. So I decided that I should do something about it. And so what I wanted to do was figure out how can I get students to, go on to higher education, because I felt as if students go to higher education, they'll have more opportunities within their lifetime. And so that's kind of really why I started it and when it began.
Listen, I don't mind. Okay, so me and Damien, when we was in school, we would run into teachers all the time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and we would say hi to them. But now, me being a teacher, I would say, and I see my former students in public, I now hide. Okay. Because, I don't want them to know, that I have a personal life. I want my students to think that I still live at the school. That myth that teachers say at the school. We pretend that we stay there and sleep, and then boom, we arrive at the same time. So, me personally, I don't like. I mean, I do like seeing my students in public, but there are times when I'm like, I want to hide. I want to get in my car and go to somewhere else. Next thing I know, I hear, "Hey, Mr. Fred." I'm like, "Oh, hi. How you doing?" Hi. Yeah, let me finish up my business. Okay. And then I'm gonna go home. Cause I got things to do.
Okay. They did this to me. They did this to me. Okay. Y'all heard of the Italian man who had passed away?
Fine.
He passed away.
Okay.
Oh, y'all ain't laugh? Okay. How many telemarketers does it take to change a light bulb?
How many?
Only one. But.
We're a tough crowd over here. Tough crowd. Come on.
Okay. Why didn't Han Solo enjoy his steak dinner?
Why?
Han Solo. Because it was truer. Andrew laughing over there. He laughing. Ain't he?
He's just smiling.
Ain't he?
I'm just smiling.
He laughing.
He's just
One
smiling.
more, PJ. One more. That's it. That's it.
I look good.
That's it.
I look good.
Okay.
All right.
Y'all good? Yup.
That was
Something strange about y'all. Y'all ain't laughing.
No.
Those were not funny. So.
Man, when you asked me to come along in the summer, I was like, without a doubt, because this is what we want to do. Man, a big part of what I do is education reform, man. I want to make a difference. I want to advocate for kids that look like me. I want to advocate, I know it's not all about black kids, but, the issue here that we're facing is the opportunity gap between white students and black students. And my personal passion is to make sure that all black students are advocated for. I'm not taking away anything from any other, ethnicity or race, but, that's just my passion. And using it, and I never knew, what I could do right now to do that. But now connecting with y'all and being on this podcast allows me to use my voice in a way that has never been used before. Now, I can't be in a casual conversation without saying, so-and-so number of black students don't get this or don't get that. And so with me, I'm like, I want to change that. And being connected with y'all too on this podcast, creating awareness for these issues and these methods that teachers are, especially now more than ever with this distance learning platform, it means the world to me, man. So I appreciate y'all.
What the heck does Anne Frank have to do with it? Like, Anne Frank, that lady did some stuff. That little girl did some stuff.
Yeah.
Why would you want to take her? Heck, you already don't teach the history. Take that out.
True.
Take the history books out. Don't take math. Don't take English. Just take the history books out, because all that in there, that's a bold-faced lie.
Bunch of garbage.
That's a bold-faced lie. Take that book out. You can't ban a Bible which hasn't never been in public school. So stop all the foolery with that. And Anne Frank is very inspirational. Why would you want to take that out? So y'all wait all the way to the year 2022 to decide. All of a sudden today, this week, we had a meeting saying, yeah, we're going to go through every book. We got to revamp some stuff. Y'all understand that y'all have been using books since I've been in high school. I think my generation was the last generation to use books and lockers. Because everything else goes in your... Well, Andrew and Damon, if y'all use lockers and things like that, then I'm just saying. But what I'm saying is... Okay, but y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all remember how it was when we put our books in the locker, but they don't do that no more because everything is technology. What I'm saying. But we were the last, and I can say that we were the last generation to actually know what it felt like to go to school. You be happy to go to the lockers and things like that.
I do agree that money is needed to be taught in classes because, let's be real, kids now are starting to not be safe with their money. They're starting to get money to other places, unlawful owners. Like, they're not learning about money the right way. And it supports for financial ed and financial literacy to be taught because it's important to learn about different credit scores and taxes. Because a lot of kids be thinking, hey, I don't know this. And teachers are so happy that they're able to teach that because they made the same mistakes when they were their age. So it's very important that financial literacy is taught in classrooms. Yeah. And if you can, get your kids started early at the bank. They don't have to sit in class. You can get stuff early in the bank.
Yes.
Savings account. Yeah.
There you go.
Yes.
Savings bond.
Yeah. Yes, started from there. I don't know when, you guys, when it's gonna happen. Where all these problems, all these issues, all these, it's when are we finally going to wake up and realize this is the world that we're living in? We all have to accept it. We all have to deal with it. Because you guys are students. Let me just flat on say, they don't feel safe. They don't feel comfortable because of who they are, because you guys just, it's a mess. It is absolutely a mess. And like Andrew said, if I was at that school, of course, I will leave. I will absolutely leave that place. Because why would I stay at this school asking if you're gay, if you're transgender, you have to leave? I thought the purpose was to welcome all students. That's what I thought the purpose was, the mission is. Apparently not. And if you guys, teachers who are still at that school,
what are you doing there? What are you doing?
I don't support you guys. I don't support you
because you realize that your principal.
You guys are continuing on with that problem because you're still there.
I'm moving to DC because I think it's time that I just kind of, spread my wings and I get out of my parents' crib. I think it's going to be the best, move for me. And also I have like a couple opportunities in DC, and DC is just a place for you to I feel like DC is a good place for you to manifest who you are and just go out and really experience and come to that mission that you just want to complete. Like, I think DC is like the perfect environment for me. It's like a bunch of opportunities, and it's just a nice place to be in. I already know a lot. I have a lot of friends out there, and also like a lot of people from HU24. They're moving out there next semester since we won't be on campus. So a lot of people are just deciding to move out there as well. So I'm just I'm going to see what it's like. If I don't like it, I'll come back. But I'm just trying to spread my wings and get this experience.
For those ones that knows me,
oh dear.
Okay, those one that knows me, let's just face it, they're just people. Okay, it's out there, just people. And I don't know why. We have something that's going on in our lives that are different than others. You have the ones that, their life is perfect, nothing is going on. They have all this, they have all that. Like, I've heard a lot of times, I'm like, that they're the only child and stuff like that. Well, you have people on the other side that they have gone through stuff. They have lost a parent. They're going through a whole lot of things that is going on inside their family that that you just don't know what to do. And I think not only out into the real world, but us teachers as well.
I feel like, yes, it has gotten to the point where we have to use technology, but we shouldn't have to use technology. I feel
we
like
shouldn't have to.
I feel like using
It's the parents' responsibility.
Alexa is so dumb, because why use Alexa when you have a whole human-generated parent over there, sitting over there, teaching these? Why let a computer teach you manners? Why can't you do it?